I love Halloween. It's the one time of the year that everyone wears the mask, not just me. Everyone loves pretending to be a monster. I spend my life trying not to be.
Hello there guys, welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros, and I hope you're having an absolute slasher of a weekend considering it is Halloween weekend 21. Hope you guys have got all the treats you've been looking for this year, but we've got another one for you today and it comes in the form of Dexter!
Following on from the original Dexter, which you already reviewed a few months back, and actually you really did like it. So stay tuned as we cover the usuals, the taste, the price, the label and the effects. Is it worth picking up? Is it better than the original? We'll get into it all.
But it's at this point, guys, we ask you, if you're new here, please do a massive favour for us. Subscribe to our channel. We put out at least 3 honest reviews per week. Lots of goodies for you to decide on your supplement goals. Do like this video for the free information we're about to give you. It might be the next product you pick up. And do comment your thoughts below. All of those things really help the algorithms where YouTube is concerned. We appreciate it. And we're not going to keep you holding on any longer. Let's get into Dexter Halloween Limited Edition. Okay guys, we're going to throw up an overlay here of the measuring we did for this exact review. 19.2 grams is 3 scoops out of a possible 4. And yes, I'm going to repeat that, a possible 4 scoops.
Within that stim junkie category.
Absolutely, and we're going to explain in the effects section exactly why we did 3 scoops out of 4. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But here we are with the actual product. Can tell you the mixability is not bad at all on this.
Tiny little bits at the bottom. It looks like a blended up, molten down pumpkin.
That's a very good way of saying it. Very apt for Halloween season.
There you go, there's your pumpkin on the front. And what flavour is it?
Trick or treat flavour.
So will it be a trick or a treat?
I don't know, hopefully a bit of treat.
Bit of a bitter chemical aftertaste.
Strong.
Yeah, we could have done with more water potentially.
I'll tell you what, I've used this obviously before. Trick or treat is actually very apt because actually when you first take a sip of it, it's actually quite sweet, nice, and then it comes in with like almost a spiciness.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Which is the trick.
Spiced pumpkin flavour.
I'm trying to think what it reminds me of exactly. It's like an orangey flavour, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely that. Like a spicy orange, pretty much. But it's not terrible when you consider how much is in this. I mean,
quite
Jesus.
sour as well.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Sweet, sour, spicy, orange vibes.
Memorable, actually.
Yeah. Not typical boring taste, really, is it?
No. But what we're going to score out of 10, it's difficult because it's trick or treat. It's like you like one bit of it, but you don't like the other bit of it.
Swings and roundabouts, you might say. Do a countdown.
3, 2, 1. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to say 6.5, but then I felt that's a bit harsh on it because it's not. It is definitely doable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unique, and it's without sounding to the obvious. It literally says trick or treat. It isn't. I don't think it's supposed to be an absolute treat.
No,
I think they've designed it so then it has that trick in there, the spicy sourness,
the trolling.
There we go. In-depth taste section, as always, guys. Let's move into the price of this product.
We're into that price segment. So how much is this special edition, rather efficient tub of pre-workout going to set you back? Well, you head over to crossthelimits.co.uk where you can use our discount code BROS5%, knocks it down to £40.85p, which yes does sound expensive, but the servings do get a little bit confused, which Aaron's going to move into in a second, but what it's advertised as is a 25 serving tub.
Now, obviously guys, we've always, consistency is very important when it concerns pricing. for us to do these reviews and for you guys at home. So we always, historically, you go back to any review you want, you'll see that we judge these price scores on the maximum recommended serving size on any of these containers. And this one actually does state that you can go up to 4 scoops. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily correct. Well, I'm not necessarily saying that's something you're going to do. And this is where it gets a bit up in the air, but I'm going to explain it anyway. So if you was to do the maximum serving each and every day whilst you've got this tub, you would actually only get 12.5 servings, which is very low. Now, like I said, I really don't think you're going to need to do 4 scoops every day. More in the effects section to come. That being said, we need to judge this price and segment on that maximum serving of 4 scoops because that's consistent for us. And I can tell you, if you were to do that, it would come in at £3.27 for 4 scoops, which actually on our consistent, another consistent thing, pricing scale, which compares pre-workouts from across the entire realm, would come out at a 0 out of 10, a lot more expensive than an average pre-workout.
Yeah, seriously.
Now, we're saying that if you did the normal 2 scoops, 25 servings, obviously that would come in at £1.68, which would be a 4 out of 10, so still more expensive than an average product. It is completely versatile and discretionary to you guys at home what you do with this product in terms of how many scoops you're honestly going to do, as to whether you think the pricing is expensive or not. And that being said, it is a limited edition Halloween special. It is stacked, you know. We're just leaving that out on the table, guys. It's on the table. You guys can have a look through that, as we've just explained. There we go. It's unfortunately on this price segment, though, it does score that 0 because it's expensive.
Yeah, we do think they've put the 4 scoop on there for dramatic effect rather than it being something that someone's actually genuinely going to do. But yeah, more on that in the effects.
Let's get into the label.
Alright, you nutters, it's time for that bloody scary label section, right?
Absolutely, let's do it.
And actually, it does say heaping scoop on there, so to do the heaping scoop when you're actually whacking them in. So anyway, 2 scoops, obviously 4 scoops max servings. We're talking like, what was that total grammage, Aaron? We're talking like 25 grams, right?
Yeah, 25.6 grams serving. And we're going to be doing this, reading through this as if we're taking the maximum serving. So if you want 2 scoops, half the numbers we're about to say. I mean, it's a very versatile label, let's put it that way. But we always, in these label sections, do talk about the maximum dosage that you could possibly ingest as per the recommended serving on the side of the container.
Indeedy. So obviously the label you guys are going to see on the screen is 2 scoops. We're going to be doubling that up for you for the max serving. So L-citrulline malate, 9 grams.
Which is a big dose, guys. We are hoping that's a 2-to-1 ratio for a hefty amount of citrulline, thus boosting the nitric oxide within the bloodstream, thus helping with nutrient delivery, blood flow, and ultimately pump in the gym.
Beta-alanine follows at 7 grams. Jesus.
Itchy butthole time, guys, for the beta tingle, the paresthesia, the itchy, almost allergic type feeling reaction once the pre-workout starts kicking in, and once you've built it up in the system enough over a long period of time, it's going to help with endurance in the gym for extra repage.
Nice. N-acetyl-tyrosine, 3,600 milligrams. What the fook?
Absolutely overboard, well above average, like well above average for the focus and concentration amino acid that it represents.
Then we got agmatine sulfate at 950 milligrams.
Which is an okay dose. Here we go. Down a little bit, guys. We like to see that at a gram. In absolute truth, for a longer lasting pump, working with the citrulline, again, to boost nitric oxide levels up, help with vasodilation in the blood cell.
Alpha GPC, 800 milligrams.
Focus and concentration, clarity, coordination, all of the goodies that help you stay in the zone.
Boom. Then we got caffeine anhydrous at 700 milligrams, which is getting on towards the highest we've seen almost.
Yeah, 7 cups worth of coffee, 3 to 4 cans of energy drink. You know, we're talking high stimulation here. And you can kind of see at this point, really, guys, why you could just take the 2 scoops, not 4.
Definitely.
So it's so discretionary to you guys.
And before you get worried, don't get worried just yet, because we've got some scarier shit coming. So we've got DMHA at 200 milligrams.
Yeah, guys, nice little dosage of DMHA, the central nervous stimulant, the illicit grey area substance that's going to power up your workout.
DMAA, 200 milligrams again.
Guys, that is above and beyond normal. We've never seen it that high.
No.
Never. Which is a grey area, illegal almost pre-workout ingredient. Stimulation for days. If that's actually in there at 200 milligrams, it's well above and beyond. Now, put it into perspective for you guys. 1 scoop of the original Jack 3D, yeah, that legendary formula, held 24 milligrams of it.
Yeah, so this is like, even if the DMAA was in there alone at 200, without even adding on the 200 of DMHA, we'd be worried. But yeah,
we're worried.
This is mental stuff.
We're worried.
Never before seen. So we've got Synephrine HCl up next at 100 milligrams.
Fat burning, metabolising fat cells for energy, all of the goodies.
Black pepper extract, 10 milligrams.
Something you need to get this into you guys. The absorption process, it will help you get it into the system.
Yohimbine HCl, 6 milligrams.
Yeah, strong stuff, guys. Again, another fat burner, not to be confused with alpha yohimbine, but it can still come with some of the cold sweats, chills, fever-like feeling, but also a higher intense energy feel.
Mad stuff. So as you guys saw, we've gone for the 3 scoops, which is within that stim junkie realm. So it's obviously going to be more than you've just seen on the label on the screen there. But let's get into all of that in the effects.
Let's see how it comes together. Effects time. The beat you've been waiting for.
And we're going to talk calmly, aren't we? Because we're at that nice mellow come down stage right now.
Yeah. Guys, don't know how to put this. Should we start at the beginning like we always do?
Yeah, a little bit of backstory.
The bitter alanine, the first ingredient that normally kicks in with a product and a pre-workout such as this. And it came in very strong, didn't it? And bearing in mind, guys, actually, I need to rewind a little bit, don't I?
Yeah, preface something. What we're feeling, Aaron? Talk to me.
We are feeling off our bunces.
Jesus.
High AF en route to gym.
I don't feel legal to be driving right now.
No, look. Off our tits.
Beta, I mean, we'll get into all this, but yeah, beta's strong, the highness has come in. At what time we take it, half hour ago?
Half hour, it says take it half hour, 45 minutes before training. Oh my God, yeah, strong shit, strong shit. We both use this now on 2 scoops, 2.5 scoops, and 3 scoops. And today we're going to review it on 3 scoops. I think that's only fair.
We are drawing the line at 3 scoops. To be honest with you guys, we already knew we weren't going to be taking 4, even after we took it at 2 scoops. We were like, we would probably die if we doubled the effects of this right now. And I think 3 scoops just solidified that fact even more, didn't it?
It did so. And do you know what, guys? The beta-alanine, it comes in strong. And not surprising, you know, we're looking at how much?
5 grams, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong amount of beta-alanine. So there's no surprise there. Now, moving forward the steps, very quickly actually, you notice a sense of highness, euphoria, power.
Floaty highness feeling. Kind of turns into an aggressive level of highness later on into training. It's a very weird, strange one. I mean, it's such a potent pre-workout. It's potent in every way, physical, mental, even pumpage, which we will come on to.
Screw this. Do you know what? Let's tell them. This, at 3 scoops, is in line with the most potent, powerful pre-workouts we've ever taken. 4 scoops would put you into realm overdrive, euphoric town.
We just wouldn't do it.
More potent than even Excelsior, Dark Energy, and the like. It's way too strong.
I would shake the hand to anyone that can do 4 scoops of this. Like 3 scoops, we said to each other, imagine another scoop of this on top. We were like, I don't want to imagine it.
No.
I don't want to.
Stim junkies, it's even too strong for you.
We're not
We're not. Guys, this is ridiculous. Like,
it's stronger than the other Dexter, quite obviously, the OG.
What else do we say, you know? Pumps, they were obviously the weakest element, but God, you put in so much hard work in your training, you actually do get pumped up to fuck.
Yeah, it's like that ultra mind to muscle connection where you're so kind of off your face but also super dialed in at the same time. It's weird. You get that ultra connected feeling with the muscle, and you get almost like a numb blanket of emotionless feeling come over you, don't you? Like almost confidence as well. You're like, I'm going to tear this shit up.
Yeah, and it gets, you know what, everyone says it, DMHA pre-workouts, DMAA pre-workouts, can't get a pump on that. That is not the case. So even though it's a DMHA, DMAA hybrid that pumps on this stuff, yeah, yay! Heart rate is up, energy is up.
Thirst is up, appetite suppression is locked down. You will not be eating.
You will not want food afterwards for the rest of the day probably, because this is so strong.
And to be honest with you guys, is DMAA in there or not? We're going to say, do you know what, who really cares? Because if it's in there or it's not in there, it fucking slaps, and it slaps hard. We cannot stress it enough. Even people in the gym were saying to us, like, you guys look like you're off your face today, like, what pre have you taken? And we were like, it's Dexter Halloween edition, bitches.
It is strong, and it is not for you beginners out there. Not even a quarter of a scoop.
No, don't even like dabble your finger in it and tongue it.
Stim junkies, honestly, 2 scoops is plenty.
Yeah, it really, really is. 3 scoops is like a more intensified, longer lasting version of 2, but I would say for training, for your typical stim junkie, 2 scoops is where it's at, and obviously then you get the full 25 servings.
Yeah, which brings that price point down to respectable levels.
Stim dick.
Yeah,
I just
major.
thought of that. Yeah. There is something in here.
Who would 4 scoops be suitable for? I don't think anyone.
A 300-pound big rammy stim tolerant person, you know, 0.001% of the population would take that.
Yeah, 99% of you, a scoop.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe a scoop and a half, but even 2 scoops is very strong. Now it does have quite a thermogenic sweat-like effect. So you do get that heating sensation.
Synephrine, you're him buying.
Now, in terms of euphoria, we mean more highness than rather than happy. I wouldn't say it's aggressive, I wouldn't say it's happy, but it kind of probably goes in line with how you're feeling on that day. It just amplifies that feeling.
It's quite productive, isn't it? And actually I would say it's not necessarily aggressive, but you do attack the weights in that sense. So you're aggressive towards the session itself. You're not like going around starting on people, but yeah, it's extremely, extremely productive for a stim junkie pre. I mean, I'm sure you'll see our training footage. We're hammering it, aren't we?
Yeah, it's not a daily driver. I would almost even class it as not a stim junkie because it's above stim junkie.
Yeah.
Like we used to stim junkie pre-workouts, but this is pushed the next level. And that's at 3 scoops, guys, let alone, I imagine 25% more power on this.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have even completed this review. We would have been out.
Yeah, I mean, it gets to that point where it's like diminishing returns. We were like, either it would be the best experience ever, or we would just simply throw it up and die.
I think I would have thrown up.
We don't know, but at least the option is there that you guys can muck around with the dosages, and we're letting you know that 2 scoops is more than enough.
Yeah. Not much more can be said, guys.
How many times a week would you use it?
I'd use this once a month, if
It's
that.
that strong. I don't think we can stress just how strong this stuff really is. It's probably in our top 3 stim junkie pre's of all time. Like
At 3
absolutely.
scoops?
Yeah, at 3 scoops, let alone 4. 4 scoops, it, like you said, probably would be the strongest pre we've ever taken. Like, genuinely. We're too scared to do it. That should tell you enough.
Yeah, do the maths on, well, we've gone through the label, do the math on some of those things now.
You'd be taking in, 700 caffeine, 200 DMHA, 200 DMAA. Scary stuff.
Yeah, guys, 10 out of 10 for stim junkies, quite obviously, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. I think that if you're a stim junkie, you'd be doing yourself dirty to not buy this.
There we go, guys. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Would you even dare risk 4 scoops? Do you know what, guys? I must emphasize at this stage, we're not, you know, promoting this sort of product. We're not saying it's right or wrong. You know, we're just literally giving you the facts straight as it happened to us.
No one's saying it's healthy, are they?
No one's going to say it's, no, exactly. And no one, if you really do get this product, do not even start with 4 scoops.
Please don't.
Just start with a scoop or 2. You know, it really is strong. Not much more can be said than that, other than this is one of the strongest pre-workouts that will ever exist on this world.
Yeah. Genuinely.
Appreciate you guys watching at home. Do like this video, do comment your thoughts below. It's at this point we say it.
Stay
Stimmed. Dexter, Halloween style. Have a great one, guys.